Good afternoon. Hippie Oil Chick here in Austin, Texas on a nice, beautiful summer, technically spring, but feeling like summer day. Sporting a makeup-free face. I just had a facial done, and I'll give a shout out to Dawn Evans. My first facial. I've never had a facial before. She's an esthetician in Austin, Texas, and she took great care of me. She even uses Young Living essential oil. She's one of my oily members. So go check her out if you want to get some deeper work on your face. I'm super excited to see what it did for me. My face feels nice, and thank you, Amy. Welcome. So I'll go ahead and get to it. I told you guys yesterday, I announced I kept getting tagged in that article by that Elise Nguyen. Actually, it was picked up by BuzzFeed because it went viral and was shared so many times. And poor girl, I mean, you know, she firmly admitted, or you know, that she was in the wrong, but she got chemical burns all over herself from applying doTERRA's wild orange essential oil and then directly going to a tanning bed. So I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about why that happened. And I saw a lot of fear mongering on the internet about it. Oh my gosh, here's what your oils can do, that sort of thing. Absolutely, it is not hidden on every single citrus oil bottle: lime, lemon, grapefruit, orange, tangerine. It says on the bottle, avoid direct sunlight or UV rays for up to 12 hours after applying the product. That's because citrus oils are what's called photosensitive, which means that they do have a reaction, a chemical reaction with the sunlight, and specifically the UV. So basically what this poor girl did, and she said not even thinking, is she put some orange oil on her to calm her down. She had just went to yoga and then pretty much immediately went to the tanning booth, and that's like basically taking the sun and then like enclosing it all around you right here. So some people have accidentally, you know, put on some lemon essential oil, and they've gone out in the sun and they might have seen a slight reddening, felt some discomfort and a reddening reaction from the citrus oils interacting with the sunlight, but not to the extent that she blistered up and had, you know, the discoloration and everything. And that's because she pretty much just intensely, you know, got exposed. So it's definitely, it's an essential oil basic information to know. I try to educate my team on the importance of, when you're using oils topically, specifically citrus oils, to avoid sunlight. And one of the big culprits in this is grapefruit. And because a lot of people, a lot of women especially, like to use grapefruit on those problematic areas such as the thighs and the arms, the places that doesn't really have that smooth tone on the skin, might be a little dimply, and they're kind of wanting to smooth the outside of it, because grapefruit is, it aids in lipolysis, which takes your fat molecules and breaks it into smaller molecules for easier purging by the body. And so people will put grapefruit on themselves and then they'll go outside and lay out. That's a big no-no, okay? So you should make sure, if you're doing that, that you need to be fully covered when you're applying your grapefruit. So all citrus oils are photosensitive, and they definitely, you need to avoid sunlight if you're going to be applying them topically, and that's kind of what we saw with this poor lady. And you know, I used doTERRA for a while. I actually feel really bad for them because they're getting a lot of negative press about this, even though, you know, it absolutely has nothing to do with their products. It's just a simple fact. It's science. So I also kind of wanted to touch upon some other, another friend of mine recommended that I talk about other topical safety besides just the lemon and the citrus essential oils. And that's just talking about topical use of oils in general. The key to remember is that we are all biochemically different, and so we're all going to react differently. And so some people are going to need carrier oil with absolutely every single thing that they apply topically to their body. And a carrier oil is different from an essential oil in that it's a fatty vegetable oil such as jojoba, grapeseed, sweet almond, even olive oil, coconut oil. And that kind of basically dilutes the oil, and it also carries the oil into the skin. Well, I'm here to admit I don't use carrier oil very often at all. I apply oils neat and my skin does not have adverse reactions to them, but I have tested that out. So I'm gonna sit here and tell you, number one, I am not a doctor and I'm not telling you what to do. Like, you are your greatest health advocate and you can make your own decisions. But number two, I'm gonna tell you that you are different from me, so you need to try all of this on your own, and it's best to dilute first and then see how it works. Or if you're wanting to try something neat, try it just in a small area of your body and then see how you react to it. You can always, if you apply something to your skin and you have a reddening reaction, that doesn't mean you're allergic to it. It's just called contact dermatitis. Yep, see, we got that thick Garcia. We're just cool with it, you know. But I will tell you, there are a few oils that I do use carrier oil with. And by the way, all of these I don't use carrier oil with on the bottoms of your feet. The bottoms of your feet are super thick. They suck in those oils, they carry it to your body. That's a great place to apply oils if you don't want to dilute them. Again, with children, young children absolutely still need to dilute them when you apply them to the bottoms of the feet, many of them. But these are some oils, these are some of the hot oils that I dilute before that I actually use with carrier oil. Oregano. I will apply oregano to the bottom of my feet neat, but it is a hotter oil. So I would not apply this to my skin without dilution, okay? But you know, you could be different. You apply neat, yep, see, same too. Cinnamon bark. I remember one time my mom put thieves on the back of her neck. I don't know why she was putting thieves on the back of her neck, and she called me freaking out. She was like, it hurts and it's red. Am I dying? And I'm like, no, Mom. Thieves has both clove and cinnamon bark in it, and those are hotter oils. You just need to take some carrier oil and apply it to the back of your neck, and that should relieve, you know, within, you know, 10 minutes or so. Some people have said milk of magnesia, but I just use carrier oil. So these are some hotter oils. I know, oh, she ain't as bad. She is not as bad as Linda Orbace. I love her though. Basil is a hotter oil. I tend to use basil to kind of support my head when I'm feeling some, you know, a headache coming on. I use peppermint first, but basil for my stronger headaches. This one's a little bit of a hotter oil, so I like to put a base oil on before I apply the basil. But you may find that that's not really hot for you. People have said lemongrass is a hot oil. I've never had an issue with straight up lemongrass applied neat. So again, everybody is different. So just make sure you're testing this out on yourself, and make sure you always have a bottle of carrier oil on hand in case you do have some reddening or some sensitivity. Again, to get back to the original point of this video, please make sure you are covering up if you're using lemon and other citrus oils, and do not put them on before you go to the tanning booth. I don't advocate for tanning booths. I've actually never been in a tanning booth, but if you're going to go in one, please do not apply citrus oils to your skin. And please do not let this one incident run you off from essential oils, because oh my God, look what they can do. They're extremely potent, extremely great for the body and supporting wellness, but they do have guidelines that need to be followed. I tend to be super sensitive to pharmaceuticals on my skin, but have had no reactions with EO thus far. That's because they're chemically designed to work with us. They're plants, they're designed to work with humans, and it's not one constituent, it's an entire well-balanced plant full of molecules that, you know, is nicely balanced for our chemistry, our body chemistry. Thanks, Christina. All right, you guys, if you have any other questions about oil safety or about citrus oils and photosensitivity, or about hot oils or topical application, you know, please let me know. You can always reach me at www.happilyoilyafter.com, or if you're a friend of mine, you can text me, email me, that sort of thing. So thank you guys for joining me on this beautiful day. Makeup free face, enjoying it, and y'all have a great afternoon.